It's Sandy with Quilted Treasures and more. How are y'all? I am actually just figured out I had left a brush out that I had to tend to real quick. Doing a little housekeeping here. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, hey, I am so glad that you are here with me, and I am super excited. I know I got stuff everywhere. I went to click the button to go on, and everything popped up and said update. I'm like, oh, it's so much fun. Technology is amazing because there's so many things you can do with technology. I mean, at what point in time back within the last 20 to 30 years did, if anyone had said to you, yeah, you can hang out with people at any point in time at different parts of the world and look at them face to face, we would have said, yeah, right. Okay, maybe on the Jetsons. But, here we are. It's Sunday night and we're hanging out and I'm going to do some painting. So, hey, who knew? But there also is a side to technology that is, oh, goodness. That is interesting. You know what? I'm putting that down, but I need it for a few minutes. I got to look at something real quick here. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what colors I need on what I'm going to be painting. Let's see here. Let me change my view to this one, and you can kind of get a better picture of what I am looking at. This is a Christmas door hanger, and it is a Christmas church. So this one may actually end up possibly taking 2 weeks, maybe. I may do this in two parts. I do that sometimes. Hey, Terry, I just realized I forgot my glasses. So y'all are going to have to bear with me. I'll have to lean over and look. So, hi, y'all. Streaming hard for, yes, streaming is like I said, it's great because it allows you to do things that we, never thought we could do. But then on the flip side, it's like you think you get into a good rhythm with it, and then all of a sudden, poof, it just kind of all, I don't want to say blow up in your face, but it those glitches in there, and you're just like, great, I didn't need this right now, or how am I supposed to get past this hurdle? So technology, it's one of those things. It's a blessing and a cursing, is what I usually tell people. It's supposed to make our lives so easy, but yet there are some days when you feel like, pen and paper might just been easier, which is just crazy. All right, so what's been going on around the crafting table? Well, this week we've had some t-shirts going on, and we've had some mugs going on. Y'all may have seen some new mugs that I have posted for Christmas. So that is one of the things. I've also done Christmas tumblers. So, and I've posted a few of those as well. I've actually just drawn a blank here. I had a thought for paint, and I'll be real honest with y'all. I'm stalling by rambling because I'm trying to figure out what paint color was it that I wanted to use. Maybe I should have had a cup of coffee. Need a little caffeine in the system, I guess. Oh, I know. It's coming back to me now. Give me a second. The brain is kicking in. So is that it? Yep, that's the color I'm looking for. Yes. All right. Okay. So I've got this Christmas church here, and it's in the snow. And so we've got the sky, we've got the trees, we've got the snow, we've got Merry Christmas. So we're just going to, oh, everybody's saying hello. Hi. Hi, Brenda. Hey. Miss Terry, I saw you. I'm so glad y'all are hanging out with me tonight. We're gonna jump in here and see what we can get going. I am actually before let's see if I can do this without making a mess. Before I dirty up all my water, I actually have a little, it's just a it's a small measuring cup. I use it for resin. And I sometimes will keep just a little bit of clean water in it off to the side. And sometimes I'll dip into that when I want to water down my paint just a little bit. Let me see. I've already got it base coated white. I think what I am going to do is I am just going to start with my Bahama blue. I'm going to start with the sky. So I'm going to have a little Bahama blue and a little bit of white and maybe a little bit of lavender. If y'all hear crazy noises in the background, yes, I've got laundry going again. I think this is 2 weeks in a row I've had laundry going, and I apologize. It's that time of year, my crafty friends know, it's that time of year where you get busy in the crafting world. And so as you get busy in the crafting world, then, the chores and day by day stuff kind of falls to, oh, great, it's Sunday night, tomorrow's Monday, and we've got to have all this stuff done. So guess what? Sandy's washing clothes while she's doing a live. So this is the real life of Sandy and Quilted Treasures and more. This is why I get things done at different times because I'm up doing laundry or something else, and I am simultaneously painting and getting work done. So I may put a little bit of gray into this because I'm just kind of blending a little bit of the Bahama blue. And if y'all watched Miss Tamara from Southern Adornments do this, y'all watched her do a really cool technique that she did. Um, I can't remember the name of the seminar she went to or the conference she went to. And that was really cool. I really like that technique. I need to sit down and actually watch her do that again. But I'm just kind of, I'm not really doing that on this one. I don't think. I don't think I'm doing what she did. I'm just kind of blending a little bit, which I know she did blend a few different colors together, and I'm going to do that at some point, but I'm not doing it the way she did it. I didn't have a chance to go back and watch how she did it. But I do want to lighten it up a little bit, and I've even thought about adding a little bit of gray to the mix. Because you know how sometimes in the winter sky when it's been snowing or it is snowing, it will have that kind of grayish look, but you also have those points where it's just that really bright blue. Now I talk like I have a lot of experience with snow, being in the deep, deep south. We don't see a whole lot of that white stuff. Last night we had a good bit of rain, which was much needed in our part of the country. I know parts of Tennessee need it desperately. I'm gonna flip this around. Y'all have to, I do better sometimes flipping it around rather than trying to paint over the top of it. So I'm probably doing this the reverse of what Miss Tamara did. I think she did white and then come back with blue. Or maybe she did do blue and then come back with white. I don't remember. Like I said, it's been, what, a few weeks since she did that technique, and I didn't get to go back and watch it before today. I wanted to, but I didn't get to. I actually am considering just going all over the trees. I don't wanna go over the church because I do wanna keep it white, but I am considering just going over the top of the trees and just they're gonna be brown anyway, so I may have to grab my iPad here and pull it up so I can see comments. Because now if I lean over, y'all know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have paint everywhere. So let me just do this. It'll be so much easier, I think. Ah, yeah, here we go. Everything that's changed in the line of Facebook. Oh my goodness, y'all. All right, here we go. Up, 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 up. Turn my volume down. Okay, all right. I'm gonna leave that down there, and every now and then I'll pick it up and check comments. That way I can see them. Yep, I'm just going over the tree. It's gonna be brown anyway, so I'm not gonna stress over this. We are painting. We are not gonna be stressing. I have been looking forward to doing this one for a few weeks, and so I'm excited that I finally get to pull this one out. I debated on whether or not to do it on the live or just to paint it, but tonight I've got I don't know, I've got a stack over here of Christmas and whatnot, and I kept telling myself, "Oh, what am I gonna do tonight?" And I really was trying to pick one, and so finally I said, "Oh, you know what? I've been wanting to do the church, so let's do the church and get that out there for everybody to see." Because I really do like this one. All right, I'm gonna throw in some purple. I'll probably come back over the top of it with some white, maybe. Oh, I don't know. It's kind of blending in pretty good there. I may just leave it just like that because I'm getting some of what's in the deeper part of the brush now that the purple's kind of off. Okay, cool. So what have y'all been working on? I saw Terry ask what you been up to. What have y'all been working on? I have seen quite a few things posted in the clubhouse as far as some really cute ornaments and stuff. I actually have a couple of ornament paint parties coming up, and so I'm excited to do those this year. All right, let me flip this back around and check this out. Hmm. Okie dokie. Ornaments, yes. You liked my picture of picking a Yes, I really was trying to figure it out. I was going, "Okay, I got this stack here. What do I wanna paint?" Mhm. Yeah, I've been excited about doing some ornament paint parties. I've not done that in the past. I've done door hanger paint parties, but, somebody, showed me an advertisement for ornament paint party, and I was like, "Hey, that's pretty cool." So I kinda have gone in that direction with some stuff this year. So we're doing some door hangers and some ornaments, and I think I put just a little. I'm so used to holding my y'all did not see me try to put my brush in my screen to my iPad 3 times now. Y'all really didn't see that. I know y'all think y'all saw that, but you really didn't see that. I'm so used to holding my paint, either the egg carton or either these little, cube trays so much that every time I keep coming back. Y'all didn't see that. Y'all saw nothing. You saw nothing. I'm just sitting here happily painting, just doing my little thing. Oh, goodness. I gotta laugh at myself. Otherwise, I end up just being agitated with myself over things. All right, I haven't added in any more purple. Can I add in some purple here? Just throw in We're just throwing paint around, quite literally. Oh, I threw my stuff away. Ornaments and a couple of door hangers. That's pretty. Oh, thank you, Miss Terry. I'm lighting that up just a little bit with white. Just a little, not a whole lot. And a lot of that purple is actually going to get covered up by the tree. So, but I kind of like the fact that it's just kind of in the background there. Maybe throw just a tinge more blue. I don't want to get rid of all my blue. I like the Bahama blue, and I think it makes a really pretty winter sky. I'm confused over what to do here. It's like I put a little too much white, but I don't really want to go back. Like, I don't know. I got to find my happy spot here, my happy point. Is that my happy point? Maybe that's my happy point. A little bit of purple, a little bit of. Try to get it close to the church building without actually painting the church building purple and blue. Oh, goodness. All right, we may leave that for a few minutes and just kind of check it out and see what we got going on here. You like it with the purple? I think I do too. I mean, it's not I don't want to say it's a ton of purple, but I didn't want to overdo with the purple. I think I got a little more here than what I really wanted, but I think the tree's going to hide most of that and it's not going to be as much as I think it is. All right, let's rinse that brush out. Oh, phooey. Y'all, look what I did. I knew I was going to do that. I knew as soon as I put the brush in the water, there'd be something pop up. Okay, well, this one may just be blue. I may not lighten it up any. I may just leave it. I do have a little bit right here next to the roof that I kind of need to. Some of this will get kind of taken up whenever I outline, so I'm not worried too much about that. Okay, I think I fixed it. I think. All right, I'm gonna grab one more other big brush over here. Well, I say big brush. It's not a big brush. Nope, it's not over there. Where is it? It's over here. No, that's not it. I think some of my brushes have run away from home. Actually, they probably have fallen off of where I have them currently kind of sitting. I'm gonna go ahead and work on the snow. Actually, I may have to move. I have to get a little more white in a separate container here. I managed to stick blue in some of this, and I do not want blue in the snow. All right, so I'm gonna ask a real quick opinion question here. So I'm thinking about doing this in two parts. And the reason why is two things: the church windows and also snow tech. I don't know what it is about everything that is like Christmassy or wintry. I have this thing about using snow tech. I love it. I used it on the Cardinal last year, and this one doesn't have like, I mean, I could go overboard on a lot of things on this one, but I don't feel like there's a ton of places where I'd use the snow tech on this one, but I'd really like to. So I thought about doing it in two parts, kind of like I did the resin. And reason being is because the paint has to be um, really good and dry. And so usually I like to leave it for um 24 hours before I actually put snow tech on anything. And that way I just know that it's, nice and dry, and I'm not going to have any issues when I'm adding the snow techs to it. So, what do y'all think? Oh, Terry, you love snow techs. I love snow techs too. I have a lot of fun with snow techs. And then of course I found out, hey, it works really well with beach or summer ocean themed things. So now, I have an excuse for using it more than once a year. So now I'm going to drive, everybody crazy with it. So, but I actually had fun with it. It was I actually made it as a 14-inch piece. It was the ocean by the beach, the crab. Had the little crab on it, crab and the seashell. And I had a lot of fun with it. I did, I did the snow tex as the foam for the ocean. Also, I think I put it out a little bit in the water too, and then I put resin on that, so resin and glass. I like playing with resin and glass some. Brenda, you've never seen snow tex. Okay. Well, it's pretty cool. Some people like to apply it with popsicle sticks or craft sticks. Some people will use Q-tips. I actually, after watching Heidi over at Texas Art and Soul, I actually just use my fingers. So I just get all messy. I'm like a kid with the paint, with the finger paints. So I just jump in there with it and um, start adding it. The cardinal that I did was the welcome, had the cardinal with the branch, and it was part of last winter's templates that Southern Adornments put out, and that's where this template came from. I forgot to put that in my description, but that's where this template came from. A lot of the templates that I have, well, the majority of the templates that I have come from southernadornments.com or southern shopdoorhangers.com, which is Southern Adornments. So I get a lot of templates from there. Okay, I was going to be picky and just kind of keep that, but hey, it's white. I'm just going to go right over the tree. It's not like that tree's not going to be dark and you're not going to see that white anyway. All right, so I'm going to flip this around a little bit just so I know you're still in camera view, or I'm still in camera view. You're not in camera view, I'm in camera view. Don't add you to the camera, huh? I think that would be pretty fun to have a couple of people painting the same thing, but do their own thing. I think I think Tamara at Southern Adornments actually has done that with maybe Brooke from Refab. I want to say she did it with Brooke, wasn't it? Was it a fall truck or something she did? Oh my goodness. That's been a little ways back, and I would actually have to go probably thumb through videos and find that. But they live pretty close together, and they were actually, uh, I believe they were at Tamara's doing that. I think. Give me just a quick second here. I'll have to pick up my iPad and check my comments. Because if I lean over this, I will have white paint all over me. I think this is 2 weeks in a row I have no, last week I had my classes. I think it was week before last I messed up and didn't get my classes. I had so much fun trying to read comments. Okay, so all I'm doing is I'm adding a second coat of white paint down here at the bottom. Actually, it's a third coat because I had my base coat on there, but uh, I wanted to make sure it was covered really, really well. So I'm gonna do two things now. One, check my comments. Am I going to the Jingle Retreat? Oh, I wish I could, but I am not going to be able to make it to Kentucky for the Jingle Retreat. Brenda, do you live close where you can go to the Jingle Retreat? Terry, are you going? Are you going to the Jingle Retreat? If you are, I'm going to tell you I'm jealous. No, I'm kidding. I hope they have a wonderful time at the Jingle Retreat. I wasn't able to do Dallas, in person, but I did it virtually, and so I was excited about that. Now, the next one coming up, I am scheduled for that one. I am gonna be there live and kicking, let me tell you. Okey dokey. Gray roof, white. Oh, the church is white. Okay, we'll get it done real quick. We will do the church. Oh, you are going to the Jingle Retreat? Cool. Oh, you'll have to come on and share all about it. I imagine that's gonna be so much fun. This time of year just gets busy for me, um, with, one of the big craft shows that I do is, um, this time of year, and so I'm busy trying to get ready for that, and then, Christmas orders, and, oh, speaking of Christmas orders, okay, public service announcement on Christmas orders. I know we're still in October, but keep in mind that during this time of year, when placing an order, there are lots of folks placing orders this time of year. Now, I'm not saying that like, oh, I won't ever get to your order. I'm just letting you know, don't wait until December 1st to place an order because I will let everybody know as I get closer, as things fill up, and I look at my orders and I know that, hey, going to be I'm gonna have time to get all this out, but any more past this point, and I won't be able to get them out before Christmas. So I will keep everybody updated. Don't worry. But I am telling you not to wait until, you know, December December 3rd or 4th to get on the list because if I have a lot come in at one time, then I'll have to go ahead and uh, cut off my orders and shut down for the year because I'll have to have time to get those orders out before Christmas because I don't want anybody to get left out on Christmas orders. So so that's why I'm telling you now, just make sure you plan ahead. Don't wait. Don't wait in going into December to go, "Hey, I really need, I want to order this or I want to order that." I haven't posted anything officially on Facebook because we're still in October, and I am gonna wait until we get into the month of November, but I did wanna say something real quick while we were sitting here just painting and chit-chatting. Last year, I posted as everything was getting close and I had slots filling up. I started to post, "Hey, I'm running out of spaces. If you need an order before Christmas, please let me know ASAP." So, I'll do that again this year. But I'm just letting you know that this is a busy time of year for crafters and handmade artists, and we only have so many slots and so much time because at some point we have to get ready for Christmas too. I asked Santa if he would share some of his elves and help me, just handle my Christmas stuff, but he never got back to me on that one. So I don't know. Maybe I know he's a busy man this time of year too, so maybe he was just too busy to get back to me last year. I don't know. I may try again this year. All right, so there is our church all painted white. And I know you're looking at this going, man, there is like a splash of color and a whole ton. Oh, Brenda, you live in Robertsdale? Did I already know that? I'm trying to think. Did I know you lived in Robertsdale? That's cool because you're like on. Oh, let me ask, were y'all okay yesterday? Because there was like a ton of bad weather that went up the eastern shore. I know there was uh, around Foley and I'm drawing a blank. Bonds, was it Bon Secours that they were talking about in some of those places? And I was like, oh my goodness. So I have a few folks that I know that live over on the Eastern Shore, and I never did see anything on Facebook about any of them having any damage, but um, were y'all okay and safe through all of that? Because it got pretty nasty. We had 4 tornado warnings, I think, in our area where I'm at in Mobile County. Mobile, for those of y'all who aren't in the lower part of Alabama, Mobile and Baldwin County are on the Gulf, and so both counties at the very south end of Alabama saw some nasty weather yesterday evening. So we spent some time hunkered down and waiting out to see what was gonna take place. How's your dark green? That's what I'm looking for. I'm gonna go ahead and do the bushes, and then I'm going to move toward the trees. I know I am not going in lightest to darkest order with my paints, but I'm trying to get, I want to leave the windows and the snow tech to next week. And the reason why I want to leave the windows is because they are a stained glass look. And I'll be real honest with you, I need to practice that watercolor technique a little more before I try it on this. I'm just not I'm just not quite there that I feel like I want to jump off in that realm tonight. So I'm like, you know what? If I do this in 2 parts, I'll save that and the snow text to next week, and that'll give, actually 2 techniques that can be done next week. So that'll be cool, and do this in 2 parts, which is kinda neat. Alright, so we are just getting the bushes taken care of. Add a little bit more color so that it doesn't look quite so, I don't wanna say blah, but just white. Gotta put a little color in there. And then I'm gonna get the trees because I feel like if I get the trees that, I know I'm doing shrubs and, like, side trees right now, but I feel like if I get the trees, then I can better judge how the sky looks, and I wanna get that squared away before I finish up. So this is Hauser dark green that I am using on the shrubs and stuff, and I'll probably have to do one more quick coat of that in just a second. I need, I think the stoop, did they do the stoop? You were at work. Oh my goodness, Brenda. 12 tornadoes in Foley? I'm glad y'all were okay. Oh my goodness, 12. I knew it was bad over there. They kept talking, and I was watching the local channel and they kept showing the different areas and walking through Foley, and I was just like, "Man." So, but I'm glad y'all were safe. Glad you were safe at work. Good grief. Dark chocolate. That's the color I'm gonna go with the steps. Even though they could be a slate gray, you know? Oh, maybe not. I got the roof. The roof is gonna be a combination of gray. So let's go with the dark chocolate. I have a feeling my dark chocolate is already stuck amongst some of the stuff here. Yep, I was right. All right, so that gave this a little bit of time while I was deciding on that. So I'm just going to go over the shrubs one more time and then get the dark chocolate going. I'll try to get the roof as well, or at least get the process started on the roof. The roof is like, do that a dark gray. Actually, this bottom part, I painted it green. It needed to be brown. It's okay. It's okay. We'll just, mix some brown in it and make it super dark brown. A brownish greenish color. All right, if I do the dark chocolate on the steps, what am I going to do the trees? Okay, press pause for just a minute here and let's think this through. The trees. I have a burnt sienna. That might look good. I'm looking for one particular brown. I hope I haven't run out of that color. Nope, that's gold. I was painting Christmas ornaments with that one. Where is my other brown? Yeah, we've had a few projects going on. I've pulled paints out and not put them back. This seems to be a very bad habit that's recurring with me lately. Mississippi mud. No, I don't want Mississippi mud. Not for a tree. I don't think that'll work. Hmm. Well, I may have to go with the chocolate on the tree as well. I thought about using, I was actually looking for my sable brown is what I'm looking for. And I don't know where I've moved it to. Like I said, I've had Christmas ornaments I've been working on and a couple of different door hangers. And so honey brown, ooh, milk, no, I don't like milk chocolate for trees. Besides the fact that it kind of makes me hungry. Sable brown, here you are. I don't know. We'll set you off to the side. I may mix it with something. We'll see. Oh, I didn't want to use this brush for the trees. Do I? Oh, maybe I do. Subconsciously, I was picking the brush for myself. That was probably a good thing. So what I'm going to do with the trees now, I've started with the dark chocolate, but here's the thing. I don't think I'm going to put a second layer of dark chocolate on the tree. I think what I'm going to do is come over the top of it with sable brown, and it's going to give a different sort of look from what's going to be the stoop, which is just going to be regular dark chocolate. Terry, I wonder if y'all are gonna get to use snow ticks with anything on the Jingle retreat. Have they told y'all what you're painting, or are they keeping it a surprise? Because I'm nosy. I'm curious. I wanna know what I'm gonna miss. Actually, if you just wanna wait and show, because I can't wait to I know everybody will be showing. I know they'll have all kinds of pictures posted, so I can't wait to see the pictures. November is my birthday month. I would have loved to have done that as my, happy birthday to me thing. But I knew with, the festival coming up and stuff that I didn't wanna be crunched for, getting all of that done. So I'm focusing on the live, the big the big meetup next year that I'm excited about. Alright, so I'm almost through, so I get to step back for a second and look and see what the tree looks like up against the sky. Definitely have to have a second coat on it, but I like the color. And I think when I put the sable on top of it, it's gonna give it that, slightly varied look that I'm looking for, that it won't look just like the steps. So you're refilling your cup? Oh my goodness. Miss Terry, you're funny. No, I had said if they I had asked if they had revealed what y'all are gonna be doing at the, Jingle retreat, and then I said that you didn't have to tell me. I know they were trying to keep it a secret, and I know there will be tons of pictures of everything that y'all are working on and doing, and I'm excited to see all of that. Am I off camera? It's been a little bit since I painted this white, but y'all, it is still touchy. I can't believe that. I don't know if it's because I mean, it's not rained here today, so I wouldn't think it was the dampness in the air, but it is still a little touchy. It's not completely dry. I am focused on my tree limbs. Probably too focused on the tree limbs. No, they haven't shared. Oh, no, they did share. A ceramic tree? Oh, wow. And then surprises, of course. Oh, an ornament exchange. Cool. All right, so I'm almost through with this tree, and I can see how this looks from this side. Flip it back around here. Okay. I don't think, yeah, I was kind of looking at the sky because earlier, as I was adding things in, I felt like maybe the purple was a bit much, but the tree being in front of it, I had a feeling it would probably just kind of, as you add the layers, sometimes things that you think stand out greatly will end up fading a little bit into the background. And so I was hoping, fingers crossed, that that's what it was going to do. And I think that probably helped to soften what I was seeing as being something that may have been just a tinge bold on the bold side, break it down or fade, not fade it, but soften it up so that it wasn't quite as bold as I thought it was. Okay, so there's the stoop. I'm gonna have to go one more time on it, so I'm gonna wait before I mix the sable in with that. And then, did I drop? Yes, I did. Really? I dropped brown paint in the white. Well, baby wipe to the rescue. Unfortunately, that one dried a little bit, so we'll have to. Oh, good. It's not taking a ton of work, but we'll do a quick touch up on that in a minute. All right, I'm just going to put the sable off to the side. I'm going to go over the steps one more time. And then we'll do the trees with a little bit of sable on top. I'm going to take this chocolate brown and go over the green and see what that looks like. Because I boo-booed and painted the bottom of the trees here green when they should have been brown. See if that actually darkens up and makes it darker than the steps. I think it will. All right, I'm not going to rinse my brush. I'm just going to dip straight in the sable, and I'm just going to come over the top of the dark chocolate. And so what I'm hoping is that it kind of comes through to create a little bit of a different shade that's not chocolate, but not sable. Sometimes it works. Sometimes if one paint is a little more transparent than the other, then it doesn't work as well as you had hoped. But if I can get some variation in the color, that would be cool too. So that way the tree's not all dark and then it's not all light and you know, I think I'm actually going to tap off a little bit of the paint from the brush as I get out toward the ends of the branches here and see if I can keep a little bit of that darker shining through. Ah, nope. Where'd it go? Oh, there you are. All right, so there's tree number one. And as it dries, the sable will probably maybe darken just a little. See how it's not the same color as the steps, and that's what I was working for. Love the sky. Oh, thank you, Brenda. Looks good. Oh, thank you, Miss Terry. When I saw this one, I was like, "Oh, cool. I want to paint that one." I liked this template a lot. On this one, I may do something just a fuzz different, not really cover the whole limb, but just kind of do a little bit where I'm leaving the edges sort of in the darker color, almost like it has a little bit of a outline or a shadow to it. So maybe this tree will be a little different from that tree, or at least that's my hope. Sometimes we get an idea going in our head and then we do it and we're just like, okay, that did not turn out anything like what I thought it would be. It seems like it was going to be an easy execution, but maybe it was a little more difficult than what I thought it was. Now, this particular tree, with it being bare like it is, if I use the snow text in more of a piled up kind of look, like the snow is piled up, then putting it on the tree limbs um, will be really cool. Okay, let me check them out here. All right, well, I think I'm liking the trees. So what I'm going to do now, I am going to get the gray on the roof of the church, and then we're going to hit a stopping point here, and we will finish up next week. I may go ahead and get the words done after I know, well, the white, it's almost dry. It's almost there. Almost, almost. All right, what color gray do I want? Let's do slate. I like slate for a lot of things. It's like it's not too dark, but it's not the gray sky. I use gray sky for a good bit of stuff, and I actually thought about putting some gray sky in this, and then I didn't do it, but it's okay. I think the Bahama blue with some white and a little bit of the purple mixed in, I think that probably did it. I don't think I needed any gray. I may change my mind later and add it, but maybe not. Maybe we'll stick to the plan. All right, so with the roof, I'm probably going to come back and do a little bit of a um, oh, I'm drawing a blank on what it's called. Um, it's kind of like when you're doing the shiplap look, but instead of doing black, I'm going to do white. And so it'll, I guess my thought process is to make it look like it has some snow still sitting on the roof. Maybe it snowed, but it's not currently snowing, and some of the snow has melted, but just a little bit is hanging on, if that makes sense. Again, it's one of those things I can see it in my mind. I know what I'm going for. All right, I'm also going to do the top, but I'm gonna get my round tip brush for this one. So I'm gonna do the top of the roof in gray as well. Have y'all seen the door hanger with the pine cone on it yet? I've got that one cut, and I'm like, oh, that was the one I was going back and forth with. Um, I like I like the pine cone, the one with the pine cone on it too. I don't remember what color I wanted to do the door. I'm drawing a blank on that. I've got to let that dry for just a minute, but I do need to jump back over to the white here. And I guess I'll use the round tip for that as well, because it just dawned on me I didn't paint this. And I think this is going to need to be white. And if it ends up another color, well, it's got a good base coat on it. While I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and do these white too, because I can't remember. I know there's another part that's white. And actually, the cross may be white as well, which means it needs another coat. So we're going to go ahead and do all of these and have them prepped. I don't think I think the stained glass is just on the church windows. I don't think they have a stained glass look at the top, but I'll double check here in just a second. All right, let me get the cross. I just happened to think, oh, the tree may still be wet. And I'm sitting here with my arm resting on it. Okay. Do need to get my wreath done. Trying to keep up with the time. I know I was a little late getting on because I had to reboot all of my oh, all of that is gray. Wow. Okay, so that's gray, and that's a lighter gray with an even lighter gray. Okay, we can do that. That works. Oh, they actually made the cross brown. Hmm. Okie dokie. Well, I know I'm gonna go ahead and grab forest green, and I'm gonna put that on. Um, you know what? I'm not gonna pour that out of the bottle. I'm just gonna dip out of the lid. Do y'all do that when there's not a whole lot to be done? I don't like wasting paint. Maybe that's a problem. Maybe I should, talk to somebody about that. I don't know. And for something this small, I'm like, yeah, I really hate to put out a bunch of paint and then, feel like I need to put it back in the bottle. So, all right, I'm gonna let that dry for just a few seconds. I don't have my dryer hooked up. I just realized that about 10 minutes after being on, I didn't hook up my dryer. So I'll let that dry. And while that is drying, I can grab slate gray. And again, I'm just going to dip out of the cap. I'm going to do slate gray on this part. I may actually leave that middle part uh, white instead of making it a different gray. And then the box is actually the same color as I was doing the roof. So I'm going to go ahead and do that as well. But the roof ends up changing because of the look of the snow, like the snow being on it. So that won't it won't be close to this. Well, it'll be close to this, but it won't have the same look when I get through. So what I'm talking about with the roof, it's dry, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. Oh, there it is. I was like, what did I do with that baby wipe? So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dip my baby wipe just a little bit into the white paint and kind of dab off some of it on the side, or you could do it on a paper towel, whichever. And I'll play with it for a few minutes. I may wipe a bunch of it off and then I may come back and put some more on. Because this is what I do when I'm doing shiplap. I'll play with it and try to get it to where I like the look. And so I'll play with it for a few minutes. I'll look at it. I'll let it start to almost look like it's going to dry. And then I'll come back and play with it a little more. And so I just kind of go back and forth. And I'll probably do the same. You could probably make it look similar with dry brush technique. Um, I've just hit a point where I like playing with the baby wipes a lot, and I like the look that it gives. So I end up using a baby wipe a good bit. Oh, the snow. Are you talking about the? You said yes, it's beautiful. I can't wait to do that. I assume you're talking about the pine cone. So yeah, I may. Well, I've got this one to do next week. I'm gonna finish this one up, but I may do it after that. Yeah, yeah, that's another Southern adornment design, Brenda. That's I can't remember what it's called. I'm terrible at remembering names. I know this one is Christmas Church, but I can't remember what that one's called. How's Charlie? Charlie is doing good. Charlie actually, I had to wash his sweater, and Charlie is our dog. For those of you who may not know, Charlie is our miniature schnauzer. No, he has not been through here tonight. He I washed his sweater, and it's cooled off a little bit, and Charlie is sound asleep. And so I got him all snuggled up underneath a blanket, and he zonked just before my live. So I had to get him kind of squared away a little bit. All right, y'all. So I'm kind of liking the look, but I'm kind of feeling like it needs a little something. Maybe add a little bit up here too. But I feel like it needs a little. What's it need? Maybe let's see what zinc looks like. No, I don't want to. I started to say I just get it out of the bottle, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to put the baby wipe in the bottle. All right, let's see what zinc looks like on here too. And this one, I'm not pushing down as hard. I am seriously lightly streaking this because I don't want it to be too bold. So all I'm doing, I've put just a little bit on this baby wipe. And the baby wipe, of course, helps to keep it, you can thin it out, smear it around. All right, so that's what it looks like now. I may come back with a little more white, or I may just, you know, add a bunch of snow text to it. I may actually do a few like little layers, like when the snow starts to melt and it's kind of hanging on different parts of the roof. So maybe some brown. Hmm, hadn't thought about that. Let's see. Dark chocolate, maybe? Are you thinking dark brown? Maybe the dark chocolate added in a little bit? Give it just a little more. I like adding different layers of the colors because to me it looks like just the various stages of weathering. So I like that a lot. Dark chocolate, it is. All right. Well, I'm just going to take this baby wipe, and I've still got my dark chocolate in here. So we're just going to, I've got just a little bit and I'm tapping it off just a little on the side. So now we're going to just jump in here and see what we can do. And I actually am just kind of, if you notice, it's not going on the very first time because I've actually kind of got it turned sideways where the paint's not straight down on the board. I'm kind of trying to control how much of it is actually on, ends up on the roof. Because I don't want to have to turn around and wipe it back off, you know? And then as some of it comes off, I can press down a little harder and control a little bit more about where it comes. And like I said, the nice thing about the baby wipe is if it looks like, oh, I got too much, just turn the baby wipe around and wipe it back off. All right, what y'all think? I like the multicolored look. I think that looks pretty cool. All right, I got to go back up and do something with the cross. I thought white was going to be the color, but I've changed my mind. We're going to do dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is going to be the way to go on this one, I think. I'll have to add another coat to that, but I think I like that better than the white. I do, I do. All right, so now, real quick, I still haven't decided on the door. I'll pick a color for the door. But before I wrap up tonight, I want to get Merry Christmas done, and I want that in a, nope, not that one. That one is crimson. Where is my deep burgundy? I want that one in a deep burgundy. I like the deep, here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna do that in the deep burgundy. I may do, I think, hold on. Let me open the lid here and look. Maybe not. Wasn't quite what I thought it was gonna be. Okay, I could do Santa red. Yeah, let's do Santa red. All right, I'm gonna turn this kind of sideways so maybe y'all can see. And then is that brush gonna work? May need a different round brush. Let's see. I don't think that one's quite big enough. Well, we'll go with this one. I've been using this round brush a good bit tonight, so we're going to stick with it. So what I'm going to do, the wreath has a bow on it. I'm going to do that bow in a true red. And I'm going to do the Merry Christmas in Santa red. So they're kind of close, but it's not the same red on both. Did I just make that? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, good. I was like, did I just really botch that up? No, I just thought I did because that one needs to be a little fatter too. Now, that one doesn't need to be extremely. All right, so we're gonna finish this up with the lettering and the wreath, and then I'll pick a door color and paint the door. I still don't know what color I want it. Maybe I'll do it a different green. Just thinking along the lines of Christmas. So we'll get this at least outlined. I'm probably gonna have to put, usually with Santa Red, I put 3 coats on. So I'll get the first coat on so you can see what it looks like. Then next week, I'll have both coats on and the letters will be finished and I'll have the door painted. And so next week, what we'll do is we will work with the windows. Sorry, not the doors, the windows. The windows, and we will get the snow techs going and play with snow techs. So that way you see what it looks like with some snow getting added to it. Get my eye here, almost on the home stretch. Santa Red is one of those, it'll darken up a little bit as I add the other 2 coats to it, so it won't be as light colored as the primary red will on the wreath bow. Almost to the end of Christmas. Because I didn't want to leave it with just, a ton of white. I wanted to have most of the color added in. And then next week, like I said, we'll do the stained glass windows. And we will also add the snow to it. So that way you can see what it looks like with that kind of 3D element added on. I like that font too. I like that one a lot when it comes to Merry Christmas. I don't know what the name of it is, but there's quite a few door hangers that have that font to it, and I really like it. I wish I could just write like that. All right, so there's the bow. Yay. Okay, so that gives you a pretty good idea of where we're going with this one. Again, if you came in later on into the live, we are doing this one in two parts. So this week kind of got just the basics laid down. Next week, I'm going to come back and do the stained glass windows. Um, and then I'm also going to add a product called Snowtex, which actually um, gives it like a 3D look. So it'll actually look like there is snow. And I'm going back and forth with doing the splatter. With adding the snow text, I don't know if I want to do the splatter or not. So I'm debating on that one. Oh my goodness, my goodness. Well, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me tonight as we're working on the Christmas church. And I know the sky is not like a solid color, but the more colors that are added to it, I'm kind of liking that look. And I don't know what the look is called. I don't really think it's the technique that Tamara was using. Um, Tamara, if you don't know who Tamara is, she's with Southern Adornments. And this is actually one of her designs. She had painted it, and the sky looked amazing. And so I was just seeing what I could do. Uh-oh, what I do? Oh, there we go. I hit something. I seeing what I could do that might be a little bit similar, but not identical to what she was doing. So I don't think I did what she was doing. I haven't watched her do that one in a while. So if I did what she did, it was completely by accident. Oh goodness. Well, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. And next week we'll do part two. I hope y'all have a super week and have a great night.